What's going on, guys? Jonathan Burr here with a quick addition of Road to the platform. Today we're addressing forward lean in the squat. Three big reasons that I typically focus on when I'm trying to help people with this is one is the bar positioning. Whether you're a high or low bar, it doesn't really matter. In my opinion, you have to have the elbows down. You can't have flared back elbows. Typically, a flared back elbow is going to mean you have a loose upper back. It's going to cause you to be leaning forward at all times, and it's going to cause you to drive forward out of the hole. There's going to be some big name guys that will disagree with me. Mark Ripto is probably the first one that comes to mind. But it's just my opinion from experience that I have and from other lifters that I deal with. It's just, that's the issue. You need to have the elbows down, especially need to be pulling them down coming out of the bottom, because as they flare up, it's just causing lean. And that's really what it comes down to. The second is actual mobility issues. Do you have good mobility in the hips? And believe it or not, in the ankles. If you're struggling to get to depth, and the only way you're getting to depth is causing yourself to lean, then you need to take a look back. Take a couple sets of goblet squats with dumbbell or kettlebell and record those and see where your hip placement is, and see if you're able to get there without a ton of forward body lean. Is your spine still in a good solid position, or are you rounding over to get there? If you look at those things, that should really help focus in on where those two positions are. The third is the actual bar path, like your actual function of the bar. The bar should be cutting midway across the feet. If the bar's out over your toes, it's because you just have a bad path. And again, doing some of those goblets will help that, at least get an idea identifying where you're making that mistake. So, to sum it back up real quick, one, check your bar position, whether it's high or low bar, make sure your elbows are tucked under it. Two, make sure you have good mobility. Good way to check that is with the goblet squats. And three, make sure the actual bar path is a decent bar path and that you're not leaning forward initially and cutting the bar over your toes and causing you to lean the entire time. Hopefully that helps. Until next time, keep training.